Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to none other than the Afrivue Now podcast. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you at. Shout out to all my peoples out there in the East Coast, but all over the continent of Africa. Shout out to my peoples out there that's listening in Brazil. But I would like to welcome y'all to another episode of Afrivue Now. Today is Wednesday, 7/27/2022. And I got to thank God for another day to be able to follow through, chase my dream, chase my goals, and etc. All right? But I'm excited, man, to have another show. This is the second consecutive show. The other episode that I did yesterday is actually premiering right now. I had some issues with Premiere Pro, and I got it taken care of. So yesterday's episode 726 is up, and you can listen to it right now. And subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe, and subscribe. All right. So yes, this is just a step in, in a direction of being consistent with this platform. It's Monday through Friday, guys. Monday through Friday. The time right now the time for the show, I'm going to decide the best time, but right now it's premiering at 3 p.m. It looks like every day. So, but today's episode I will upload within the next hour or so to accommodate for the time and the date, okay? Because it's Afrivue Now. It's about what's going on right now in the world, and I want to give it to you right now. So as soon as the episode is done, I like to upload it, but we had some technical difficulties yesterday, and it's taken care of, and we're going to move forward with adding this episode maybe around 6 p.m. It should be uploaded and ready. But yes, man, I'm excited about what we got going on with Afrivue and what we have going on with the podcast. As you can see, we have a full episode like always every day, Monday through Friday. We have a full episode, all right? And today's Wednesday, right? So Wednesday, because right now we're on the mock version of Afrivue Now, right? We're in the mock version. The mock version is basically an exhibition or example. Right now we're just going through the week and to basically just test everything out, man. We're talking about sound, testing out everything and making sure everything's on point as far as the graphics, as you can see on the screen. We also have the website, which is Afrivue.com. We have some technical difficulties with that as well. So, we're on our way. So we're taking it a step at a time. So we're doing all this to make sure everything's on point. So Friday will be the final episode of the mock week. And then the next week we'll be doing full-fledged episodes. So, and the reason why I'm mentioning, I'm saying this, or I'm telling you about this, is because Wednesday is Women's Wednesday on Afrivue, okay? And today's not going to be that example, but next Wednesday you will definitely have a full Women's Wednesday, okay? It'll be a day for women, and we'll be talking mainly about women news and interview women that are in from the continent, all over, but that are in all industries, and interview them and give them a platform to promote their product items, whatever it is they want to do. So that's the reason why I'm mentioning that. And we have the email up there where it says send interview requests and stories to afrivue@gmail.com. Okay, send it. Look over the stories. Send a request. We'll look over that as well, because we're not just accepting anyone. We want this to be a quality podcast. So no music, but I can interview artists. All right. So, of course, no visuals as of right now until we move out of phase one. So send over your interview requests and stories, and we'll get it up there. But get in contact with us, support us, subscribe, follow us on all platforms: YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and we'll get everything started. All right. So
Welcome to Afrivue. Our vision is to merge the continent through our content. Merging the continent is the ultimate goal.
so right now, usually I like to start the show off with just doing, my intro, but this is all beginning stages of everything. So I appreciate everybody that has been supporting Afriview and what we've been doing and have done. We're well over 30 million impressions year to date from 2000, January 1st, 2000 until now. 30 million impressions. That's with interruptions and not being active in some days. But now we're on the path of being active and more productive with Afriview and take it to the next level. All right. We have a full show. As you can see, we got Uganda discovers 12 trillion in gold, bomb blast in Nigeria and Congo. And of course, around the world, we have Wuhan locked down 1 million. We also have 1,000 flights canceled, okay? And also protests in Panama, all right? Um, and then we also have Black Facts, today in Black History that we will talk about as well. So I'm trying to make this show be an hour, like I want it to be an hour, and that's pretty much it, all right? So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Visit our websites. Follow us on all the social media platforms. Hope you're having a good day out there and a blessed day. And once again, welcome. All right. So if you're new, the first time listening, we have in the news segment, and this is the in the news segment right now. And before I go to the in the news segment, make sure, okay, when you subscribe, send an email, okay? Send an email with your social media, and because when you subscribe, I want you to follow us on Instagram and TikTok. If you follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and you send us an email showing your handle, we'll follow through with that, and we'll pick somebody out for a prize. All right. Don't know what the prize will be, but it'll be something for free. Okay. So, and the easiest thing to send, okay, whether if it's here in the U.S. or to the continent or anywhere, the easiest and the fastest thing to send is money. So I will definitely not be sending a package, all right, all the way to Africa. That's gonna cost me a whole arm and leg and a head. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather send money. Okay, it's gonna just take a small transaction and etc. And the reason why I want to mention all this, like I said, next week will be the full version, right? Monday is Mobile Money Monday, okay? And mobile money meaning we'll use World Remit and Cash App, okay? And those days we'll be giving away cash prize to one person. And all you got to do is follow through with what we require, okay? And you get a chance to win it. Tuesdays will be Timeline Tuesday. Okay, Timeline Tuesday is where I'll go through my timeline and pick out things to talk about, which is a featured situation. But we also will have interviews on Tuesday and Monday as well. Wednesday is Women's Wednesday. It's all about women news, interviews, and etc. Same exact thing. Okay, we still will have interviews. And Thursday is Throwback Thursday, where we talk about history, throwback. Is everybody know what the throwback is? And Friday is basically Black Friday. And the reason why I call it Black Friday because where we always highlight a black business, black businesses, corporations, companies, NGOs, and etc. Okay, so Black Fridays will be highlighting black businesses across the continent and also United States and etc. All right, so yeah, that's what it is. All right. So Monday through Friday, maybe Friday will change, but other than that, that's what it is. You'll have a full week of shows, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be premiering on YouTube. All right. Will I publish it other places? I no. I'm only going to publish it on YouTube and share it to the other platforms in clips, images, or as a link. All right. So right now we're going to the in the news segment. This is the in the news segment. All right, like I said, man. As you've seen on the screen, you can see what we're going to talk about and what's here. I don't want it to be where you don't know what we're talking about and what's going on. All right. I just want to make sure the volume and everything is good. All right. So, all right. So, the first article I'm going to read, but the first news we're going to talk about right now, it's two of them actually. That it's the same similar thing that happened in both situations. All right, we have Nigeria and Congo. Okay, a bomb blast in Nigeria. Let's talk about the one in Nigeria first. All right, so apparently, this happened just recently. Well, what happened today, okay, about 6 hours ago, you could say. All right, and based on the article, this is from Afrivue, Africa News. Okay, why I say Afrivue, this is from africanews.com. Okay, credible news platform and source, and you can trust them. All right, and let's check it out here. Basically, it says here 16, well, let me start from the beginning. All right, I wanted to skip so I wouldn't have to read everything, but I'm going to read what I can to make sense of it. All right, 13 scrap metal collectors in northeast Nigeria, Borno State, were killed when a bomb they excavated blew up, security sources said on Tuesday. 16, oh, so this is yesterday this happened. Okay, 16 metal scavengers from a displaced person. Sorry, the screen for some reason moved up. Okay, 16 metal scavengers from a displaced persons camp in Bama found the bomb while digging for scrap on Monday in a bush on the outskirts of town. Bama is located in a region that has been prolonged has seen prolonged conflict between the Nigerian government and the jihadist insurgents. Okay, the bomb exploded as they were pushing it in a cart toward the town, killing 13 and seriously injuring 3. Nigeria's military is battling to end a 13-year jihadist insurgency in the country's northeast that has killed more than 40,000 people and displaced 2.2 million more. All right, so this is something that, I mean, they was digging up and it just exploded. Unfortunately, 13 people lost their lives. I'm sorry, was it 13? Let me see. It says 13, yes, 13 scrap metal collectors, okay? So they was just doing their job, and unfortunately doing their job cost them their life. And this is a sad thing. I definitely want to send condolences and love to the families, because they was doing their job trying to support their family and make ends meet, but unfortunately they lost their lives, man. Wow. And this happened in Nigeria, the North region, and according to Nigeria's military, it's been a 13-year battle. Okay, 13-year battle, and it's been a problem. So hopefully, things could get better over there. Rest in peace to the ones that lost their lives, and blessings to all. All right, that suffered from the situation and that are injured. Okay, so this is the bomb blast that happened in Nigeria, but then also there's a bomb blast. Let me check through real quick. there was another bomb blast, right? And this happened in Congo, okay, Congo. I mean, you can see it on the title, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if I do have like moments where I pause and stuff like that, or I'm repeating the word a little too much, it's just that I'm trying to concentrate. But this happened in Congo. 15 killed as anti-UN protests in Congo spreads and turns violent. Okay, I seen something about Congo last week regarding this. Okay, so there's been protests going on, and this is not just there's protests and all types of violence going on globally. It's almost like this is like one of those scriptures in the Bible, or one of the books in the Bible that's explaining the end of the world. You know what book I'm talking about, right? So we talking about everywhere. There's food crisis, gas, energy issue. It's so much, man. The list is very long, and it's like, will it get any better anytime soon? It seems like things are just getting worse. So this is happening in Congo, and I have a video. I'm gonna play the video for you. Of course, I'm the only one that's going to be able to see the video. Of course, after phase one, or after this week, we'll definitely be playing the video on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about, okay, or the video that I'm watching. Okay, this is from African Insider, one of the best YouTube channels to catch up on African news, and I'm subscribed to them. You should do the same, okay? Check it out.
Hi, welcome back. So things are getting out of hand in eastern Congo. You know, that region where the M23 rebels have been wreaking havoc for the last 2 months, allegedly supported by the Rwandan government. So today, there is violent protests, huge, massive demonstration and violent protest in the eastern part of Congo. And the reason is because the citizens of that region and town like Goma are tired. They are
Tired.
frustrated that
Yeah,
their government
the perfect word. People are tired, man. And people are not just tired in Congo, they're tired in Ghana, as I mentioned yesterday, or which was it was one of our featured topic, which is the crisis in Ghana regarding inflation. Okay, things are crazy over there in regards to inflation, food, um, energy. It's a lot going on. So this is why I said it before I played the video. It seems like some end of the world type stuff, going on, because everywhere there's protest in Canada, there's protest in Sri Lanka. Just went bankrupt, and issues over there, Pakistan, issues all over the world is just going through problems, man. And a lot of this has to do with people just tired, and also this could usher in a new way of doing things, okay, when it comes to economics and finances and even currency.
has not done anything to improve the security in that region. There are also frustration against the United Nations, and that is the other reason why these protests have gone violent, because the citizens or the protesters are saying that the United Nations mission, the United Nations Organization Stabilization Mission in the Democratic Republic of Congo, also known as MONUSCO, has not been doing their mandate. They have done nothing since, I think, 1998, and the security or the instability in that region had just gotten worse, even with more than 50,000 MONUSCO peacekeeping forces in that region. So, forces from countries like Pakistan, from Argentina, from Brazil, even from Kenya, the Blue Helmet, some even from South Africa, have been stationed in Congo for years, earning, making a lot of money, but doing nothing. We have even cases where villages just near or adjacent to these MONUSCO camps, the peacekeeping camps, are attacked by M23 rebels and other factions. And these soldiers just watch from across the fence, doing nothing. So the citizens are frustrated. And
I mean, it's terrible, and 15 people were killed. I don't know if it was 15 people from the U.S. says at least 15 people have been killed and about 100 wounded during an UN protests in the eastern DR Congo city of Goma, based on the government spokesman said of yesterday. This happened yesterday, and it's it's crazy. I mean, you see that. Well, you can't see, but there's crazy images, man, and people are just tired and I wish I understood the language and what they have on some of the signs that I see in the video, but it's crazy. You can go to African Insider to watch this video. It's titled 15 Killed as Anti-UN Protests in Congo Spreads and Turns Violent. You can subscribe to their channel. I recommend it. One second. Yes, I recommend it. Subscribe to their channel. Great platform. And as you can see, 2 bomb blasts today. One was people doing their job, and and they happened to run into a bomb that was under the ground, and then and this one here in Congo. All right, so rest in peace to all the people that lost their lives, man. Blessings, condolences to the family members, man. It's it's hard to lose somebody. It's definitely not a good thing, and we just hope that things could get better in both countries, man, and especially Nigeria dealing with the 13-year situation, and then it's just people protesting, and people are tired all over the place. It's, example Congo, and as we do have another story about protests, which we'll be talking about a little bit later in around the news segment, but it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, quick news, Nairobi, Kenya, man. Shouts to Kenya, man. Kenya, one of the places I haven't visited Kenya yet, man, and that's one that's on the list, top 10 on the list of countries in Africa I must, visit, and I plan on doing that within the next year. Kenya, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, Uganda. I gotta go to these places. South Africa. I visited Ghana. Nigeria is definitely on the list for this year. Okay, hopefully everything goes well with that, and I'll be able to go to Nigeria. Okay, so all right. So as we like I said, Nairobi. We got news in Nairobi. Okay, Nairobi, Kenya. This is another African Insider video. You have to go to their website, and I mean the YouTube channel, all right, and check it out, all right. And a lot of great development is happening, is going down on the continent, all right. A lot of great development, man. It's groundbreaking development, and it's good, man. It's time. It's long overdue. It's time, and I'm happy this is happening. All right. So basically, the title of the video is "Newly Launched Nairobi Expressway Wins a Regional Award for Best Road." Okay, and that's regional, and that's big because Africa is a huge area, and for the regional, they're basically talking about the eastern region of Africa. Okay, that's a lot of beautiful countries, huge countries with a lot of people, but just the competition there is not, anything to mess with because a lot of those countries got money, okay? Oil money, all types of money. But newly launched Nairobi Expressway, that's the title of the video. You can check it out on African Insider, all right? I'm about to play it right now for you guys.
Hi, so a new Chinese-built expressway in the Kenyan capital Nairobi has won its first award.
Chinese
just
built.
1 month after it was launched for first award. Just 1 month after it was launched for use. During the Africa Mashariki Transport Awards held on Friday last week, the Kenya National Highways Authority announced that the elevated highway was voted the best in the awards that celebrate excellence in transport industry. The expressway is a 27-kilometer 4-lane dual carriageway which runs along the median strips of Mombasa Road, Uhuru Highway and Wayakwe. Basically, it connects Mlolongo Jomo Kenyatta International Airport to the central business district of Nairobi, that is the west side of the city. The $650 million road is expected to cut travel time.
650 million, and it's beautiful, man. Very beautiful.
from the south to the west of Nairobi to about 20 minutes from previously 2 hours during peak time. The expressway was financed and built by China Road and Bridge Corporation under public-private partnership model. Full-scale construction of the infrastructure project began in September 2020 and was completed in April this year ahead of schedule. The elevated highway is tolled, meaning you have to pay to use it, and the China Road and Bridge Corporation will run this, or rather toll this road for 30 years before handing it over to the Kenyan government.
There's always a catch, okay? But shout outs to Kenya. Definitely that's great news for the continent overall. And I'm excited about that because that's definitely going to help the continent in so many ways. All right, as you heard from the video, he said that it's gonna cut transportation time. And that's the point of highways, man. It's always good to have them because transportation, man, and traffic in parts of these countries is crazy. You're talking about it's like Georgia traffic, Florida traffic, you in traffic, New York traffic, I guess too. You in there for hours. Okay, I heard Cali traffic is crazy. Okay, I mean, a lot of folks say Cali before they even say anywhere else. But the people that visited Cali, so I couldn't say, because I've been to Cali, but it was a long time ago. So I couldn't tell you what the traffic is like. I didn't drive in traffic to even see what it felt like. But um congrats, man. Nairobi, a lot of great developments happening on the continent, man. And you're going to see so much growth, man. And I'm happy to see that it's happening, finally happening. It should have been happening a long time ago. And regardless of how it's happening, with the assistance of China, but it's happening because Africa is like, it's not a gold mine, it's a diamond mine. Like, you have to, like, we talking about platinum, uranium, cobalt, all types of minerals and resources and just stuff that could make that continent. It's supposed to be the richest continent. It is in the sense of resources, but like some of those countries, they are supposed to be richer than America, man. Real talk. With all the resources and stuff they got under there, and the youth, the amount of people that live in some of these countries, I don't care. Like especially Nigeria. Nigeria has a huge population. All right. So that was the end of the news segment, ladies and gentlemen. Man, I appreciate y'all for checking out the end news segment.
Our vision is to merge the continent through our content. Merging the continent net is the ultimate goal. Afrivue TV is our continental 24/7 streaming TV channel dedicated for African content.
All right, man. I do apologize about that ring in the background. Man, that's why I tell you sometimes it's good to pre-record. Because if it was live, that would have been live and people would have heard that. But even with pre-recording, they're going to hear it. But I was not prepared for that one. All right. So make sure I be prepared for the next one. All right. Because I do remember yesterday I was hitting the end button. All right. So as you around the world today, there's a lot of news going on in the world right now. So much like I just said, man, it's a lot of people going through a lot, man. It's not just like a handful or a group. It's just a lot is going on. And for instance, there's the Wuhan lockdown right now. There's a Wuhan lockdown of 1 million people. Okay, 1 million people are on lockdown right now, Wuhan. And let me play the video because I don't want to say anything because every time you see or hear, because in this case it's here, when you hear the news, it's usually my first time checking it out. Okay, and here it goes. Wuhan locks down 1 million people. This is on Weon. Weon is another platform that I love. Make sure y'all subscribe to Weon. Subscribe to Weon. All right. dope platform, and I definitely recommend checking them out. All right. So this is the video.
Of sanctions
Subscribe.
and the Russian economy is still afloat. China, on the other hand, is struggling. Chinese banks have frozen deposits. Local governments are broke, and China is unable to shake off the latest wave of Wuhan virus cases.
See, and see, China's going through it. Everybody's going through it, man.
In fact, the Wuhan virus is now back in Wuhan, the original epicenter of the pandemic. It's reporting a fresh outbreak. How many cases? Just 4 so far. And all the patients are asymptomatic. The outbreak is limited to just one district. That is what China claims. But in typical fashion, China has ordered everyone to stay at home. We're talking about 1 million citizens under lockdown in Wuhan. 1 million. They're not allowed to move around anymore. Large group events have been banned. Dining at restaurants, also banned. Entertainment venues and markets
That's a lot of
closed.
people.
Bus and subway services suspended. China's zero COVID protocol is kicking in Wuhan. The people are afraid of what could follow. The present lockdown is nothing like 2020. Back then, 11 million people were under lockdown in Wuhan. This time, around 970,000. But the people of Wuhan fear that this is just the beginning and that Beijing will widen these restrictions. In 2020, the people of Wuhan lived through their worst nightmare. The Chinese state botched up its response. First, it ignored the outbreak. Then, it silenced the whistleblowers. Finally, when the cases began to grow, China attempted a cover-up. By then, it was too late. The Wuhan virus had spread across mainland China, and from there, it springboarded to the rest of the world. By August 2020, almost the entire world was struggling with the Wuhan virus. What about Wuhan? Well, the city came out of the lockdown, and almost immediately the residents were out and about. They were partying. You might remember these pictures. Thousands of people in an open-air water park. There were no masks or social distancing. The Chinese state was pulling off the mother of all spins here. It claimed victory over the Wuhan virus. 2 years later, they're back to where they started. Wuhan is under lockdown again, and the Chinese state is unable to tame this homegrown virus. Beijing also tried to evade responsibility for the spread. Remember, China insists that the pandemic did not begin in Wuhan, but the world sees it as the epicenter. And despite China's best efforts, more evidence keeps coming out. 2 new studies have been published. They confirm what many have suspected. The Wuhan wet market was the launch pad for the virus. These are 2 new studies. Let me tell you what they found. These scientists studied the initial cases linked
Some
to the
president
wet
said that.
This is the Huanan seafood market. China had immediately shut it down when the first cases were reported. This happened in December 2019. The scientists looked into these early cases and their findings are very interesting. They say the virus jumped from animals to humans. There are at least 2 separate transmission events. They could have happened in November 2019. Let me show you a map. This is the city of Wuhan. The dots here represent the
Sorry, you can't see the map, but she's going to explain what's on the map, of course.
patients who tested positive in December 2019. Now, do you see the cluster of cases in the middle? That's where the Huanan wet market is. Most of the cases detected in the early days were found near the market. Did they come from a lab and spread in the market? Or did they originate in the market? If you ask China, none of the above. It denies that the pandemic even began in Wuhan. The world, though, knows otherwise, and the proof is piling up.
Like she said, the proof is piling up, man. A lot is going on, and people are not following that anymore because it's not what's in the now for them. You know, it's not important. You know, a lot more things are important to them than finding out what happened, how it happened. But a lockdown of 1 million more people, and it's according to a homegrown virus. We don't know what it is, but 1 million people are locked down right now in Wuhan. And it seems like it's right around the same time frame, because if you do research a little bit about the CV, they talk about back in the summer or something like that, that they're talking about evidence. So I don't know, But these people, these folks, whatever they got going on, all of it is coming out. Okay, it's coming out, and there seems there's nothing they can do about it. Okay, but check out We On News, World in One News Network. They're out of India, one of the best platforms and one of the platforms I favor. All right, check them out. All right, so so you see what's going on over there. We also have let's see. All right, so we just talked about. We also have 1,000 flights canceled, man. 1,000 flights canceled, and this happened where what country? I'm trying to see what country. It's a particular country. Okay, it happened in Lufthansa. I believe I pronounced that right. It's one of the countries. I don't know all the countries how to pronounce everything, but hey, I know they mad they flights canceled though for sure. So this happened. 1,000 flights canceled. Well over 130,000 passengers affected by this. Okay, I don't know why, but guess what? This is how I do by the podcast. We are going to learn and find out why together. This is not pre-watched or anything like that. Let's go.
Comes from Germany. The country's flag carrier is in a fix, Lufthansa. It has been forced to cancel 1,000 flights because ground staff is on strike. Workers have walked out of their jobs. They want the airline to raise their salaries. This strike has hit travel plans of over 134,000 people.
Wow. 134,000 people affected, 1,000 flights canceled. Okay. Folks is protesting. It's going, like I said, man, if you are into the Bible and religion, this sounds like the last book, man.
Flights in at least 9 German cities are running late or not running at all. What is Lufthansa doing to resolve this, and why are most airlines in Europe in a similar kind of mess? Here's a report.
1,000 flights scrapped. 134,000 passengers hit. Hours-long queues at airports. Frustrated clients.
The problem, no, I cannot travel. I arrived from Africa now.
And an airline in a fix.
It's really a bitter day for the airline, but especially for the people who wanted to have a vacation.
This is the state of Deutsche Lufthansa, the flag carrier of the German Republic, and the second largest airline in Europe. It's facing a rebellion from its own staff. They've gone on strike over low wages.
Of course, low wages, while there's inflation, it makes no sense. If you watched our episode or listened to our episode yesterday, we talked about the same thing in Ghana: low wages, okay, and inflation. And things are just going up. Everything's going up over there. So it's like, how could people? And then there's barely jobs there. So, but these folks don't care about their job because their job not paying them enough, and plus they know how important their jobs are to people. So these, like, airlines, railroads, truck drivers, farmers, they're protesting across many countries and across different continents, man. You'll be surprised of all the stories I've been watching, pulling up, and learning about.
It's just a one-day walkout, but the fallout is severe. Frankfurt, Munich, Berlin, Cologne, Dusseldorf, Hamburg, Hanover and Stuttgart, Lufthansa flights at all these airports are either running late or not running at all.
Yes, we unfortunately had to cancel over 1,000 flights in Frankfurt and Munich because of this massive strike by the union. This means that well over 100,000 people can't take their vacation as they had actually intended to do.
How many workers are on strike and what do they want? This walkout has been staged by the Verdi union. It's made up of 20,000 Lufthansa ground staff. The union says it wants a 9.5% pay hike for them That's about 350 euros or $360 a month. It also
I mean, I feel like there should be raises everywhere, okay? Because as inflation goes up, I think raises should go up. But
wants a minimum hourly wage of 13 euros. So how much is Lufthansa willing to offer? A scanty 7.6%. What's their excuse? It says
the way she says scanty. Oh, 7.6% is not bad though, but it's something. At least it's not like 3.5% or something like that. But 7.6%. But they was looking for a little bit more. But things is crazy right now. Folks is not with it, man.
it has already given its staff enough hikes, a claim the union vehemently denies.
We made an offer which, in my view, is very good. It reflects the fact that people in lower income jobs are especially affected by inflation, which is why we offered roughly 15% more in wages for lower income jobs.
The last offer Lufthansa made was not sufficient to avert the strike. Lufthansa also did not improve its offer in recent days, and so the employees see the necessity to go on strike today.
Dann sind Streiks auch nicht ausgeschlossen.
And this is gonna happen all across even more, man. It's gonna start happening even. I mean, the real folks, the folks in the railroad industry was about to go on strike here in the U.S. Or it was like a semi-strike, right? Because they reported that they were going on strike and they had a date and time, while other employees in that industry, they were like, some of them started, turning down jobs because the long hours and everything, because, supply chain is backed up. So a lot of the folks in the railroad industry here are upset and disappointed. So the ones that are frustrated, some of them decided not to come to work certain days, and then they were preparing to go on strike. And then Biden, which he did a good thing, supplied them with a few billions, to increase, the morale over there, because folks ready to go on strike over here about railroads. We got railroads, farmers, truckers, folks that are, flying planes and all types of forms of transportation are going on strike, man. And as we're talking about strikes and protests, there's another protest that's going on right now, and this is in Panama. And it's crazy over there right now. This video is very short, and it's only 1 minute. And this is from Dr. Steve Turley, okay? Steve Turley is one of the individuals I love watching as well. Great platform. If you're into his conservative information or news about, politics and what's going on in Washington and America, subscribe. You can't see the video, of course, but I mean, you just see fire everywhere, people in the streets, vandalizing things, and it's people that just, explosions as well. I'm seeing explosions. People are flipping over vehicles, and people just tired, man. People just tired, man. People just tired. And like I said, it sounds like the last book of the Bible, man. It just sounds like it, And it is never. I've never seen a time. I mean, I haven't been alive very long, but I've never seen or read about situations like this that happened in the last 30. I don't think I've ever seen this before. We talking about protests all over, everywhere. I think is it in Nova Scotia? I believe the farmers are protesting over there. They talk about inflation over there as well. So it's a lot going on in the world right now. People are dealing with, and we hope that people can get help, and we hope that things will get better over time. And maybe it'll take the next administration to fix things, and we'll see how that goes. But so far, man, we've gone over so much. A bomb blast in Nigeria and also in Congo. All right, 15 killed at the one in Congo. 13 were killed at the one in Nigeria. Nairobi winds an award for their new expressway that was just launched a month ago. Beautiful. Wuhan locked down 1 million people over homegrown virus. 100 flights canceled that affected 135,000 people. Okay, in Lufthansa, and also 20,000 employees were on strike. There's a coordinated strike, right? And then we have the protest that's going on in Panama. I don't really know 100% what's going on in Panama, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with inflation, food issues, and energy crisis, all of that. Okay, it's all. This is like the war on terror times 20. Everybody's going. It's a war on food, energy, inflation. Oh, it's crazy, man. I hope things will get better very fast, very soon, because the way it's looking is not. But man, whatever, man. We just gotta hope. All right.
Welcome to Afrivue. Our vision is to merge the continent through our content. Merging the continent is the ultimate goal.
So, the feature topic of the day, man. We doing great with timing, man. Great with timing. I'm happy I'm doing good with timing, and this is going to definitely be a great episode. Good episode. It's 7:26. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment. Visit the website afrivue.com. Once again, it's free to visit. It doesn't cost you nothing, man. Subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you nothing either. But episode 2 is pretty much almost done, man. And consistent, being good with it. All right. So let's get it through. Let's get through it. All right. Like I said, man. A lot of people, a lot's going on in the world, but we have some good news, man. Some real good news here. Okay, this is huge, man. This is huge news for the country Uganda. Okay, yesterday when I was doing the show, shouts to Zimbabwe. Okay, Zimbabwe has they have launched their own gold coin, okay? Their own gold coin, and I think they produced about 2,000 of them, okay? But shouts to Zimbabwe, and I was under the but I thought that Zimbabwe was the country that discovered the 12 trillion in gold, but actually it was Uganda. Okay, big ups to Uganda. Shout outs to Uganda, man. Uganda. This is huge news. This is big for the country and the people, and we hope this can reciprocate back to the people. We actually hope the people can actually benefit from this, okay? But Uganda discovered 12 trillion in gold, all right? I'm going to read an article, and I will also play a video, okay? This is articles from the Reuters, okay? This is a credible news platform, a news company, and etc., okay? So the title says, Uganda says exploration results show it has 31 million tons of gold, okay? Gold. That's a lot, okay? And like I said yesterday, when I thought it was Zimbabwe, this had to do something to the gold market in the sense of trading futures. So we'll be talking about this on the show as well. Futures, trading, stocks, options, Forex, crypto, and etc. So just trust, we'll have those episodes really soon. But 31 million tons, that's a lot, man. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, I almost want to like get into nerd mode and like do some research and seeing what weighs that much, or how much does the planet weigh in comparison, based on their estimation, right? So basically, let me read it, man. Uganda on Wednesday said exploration surveys have shown, okay, it has gold ore deposits of about 31 million tons, and it wants to attract big investors to develop the sector, dominated by small wildcat miners, okay? I mean, why not invest in the wildcat miners? Get with the wildcat miners, so we can keep this in-house or in-country, and then you find a way to push them, through the investors. Don't just, boot them out. But over the last 2 years, aerial exploration was done across the country, followed by geophysical and geochemical surveys and analysis. Solomon Muyita, spokesperson for the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development, told Reuters. He said an estimated 320,158 tons of refined gold could be extracted from the 31 million tons. Okay, so that's still a lot that can be extracted. And he said most of the deposits were discovered in Karamoja, a parched, sprawling area in the country's northeastern corner, on the border of with Kenya. Okay, and it says large reserves were also found in eastern, central, and western areas of the eastern African country. The prime minister said a Chinese company has set up a mine in Bujia in eastern Uganda and was expected to start production this year. Wagagi had invested $200 million, which is the company. He said, and its mine. Wagagi had invested $200 million. He said, and its mine will have a refining unit. The president has been seeking to ramp up investment in mining to develop resources like copper, iron, gold, cobalt. It just comes over there on the continent. And like I said, people should be reaping the benefits, the people, man, because this is, and it's been, other folks has been benefiting from it for far too long. But this is in Uganda, man, and this is dope, man. I love that the country discovered that, but I would love to see that they work with the people and this benefits the people, in somehow, some way. Just make it happen, because the people, in that country and many countries in Africa don't benefit from this, man. And it's time, long overdue. So we hope the folks in the government, can actually do something about that. All right. So definitely, man. This is the feature topic. Comment, like, share, express your thoughts, man, on the actual topic. Let me know what you think about it, man. Welcome to the Afrivue podcast. If this is your first time listening, come back again, support us. We're a platform that's growing and, going through the trials and tribulations of getting better. We appreciate all the people that tuned in, that supported us, man. So make sure y'all follow us, okay? Everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Visit Afrivue.com. You see it on the screen. This is episode 727. I appreciate y'all, man. Peace, love, and happiness. I'm going to leave y'all my 3 favorite quotes. And like I always do. Okay, that's starve your distractions. Feed your focus. Second, have a purpose. Keep working. Last, killing time kills success. So stop killing time with people that don't support you, love you, and most of all, don't want to see you do good, man. I'm out. Shit.